episode of the Daily Dollar Show podcast. As always, it's your host Martin. I'm with my co-hosts Marlon and Justin. How are y'all doing, fellas?
Yeah.
Nice little top. You see that now? See now you can see us, ladies and gentlemen. You can see us. Look at that, nice and bald. And got Mark, you got Justin over here with the shades on, looking like Ocho Cinco. Love to see it.
I ain't bald though.
I know.
Yeah. Look, I'm my earliest appointment I could get for my barber was next week, so a little drove about that.
Damn.
Yeah, Cole booked up, and I can't do during the day. He ain't had no weekend appointments, nothing. So I don't know who was harder to get an appointment with, my barber or my therapist this week.
That's why it's easy for me, man. Just shave it off, save my money. Because how much you pay for get your haircut nowadays? Like 40, 50?
Yeah.
Yeah.
50 every week.
I'm good.
But that's really all I spend my money on. I don't buy anything else. I just keep it.
You buy cell phone cases.
That probably once a month, but like every week thing, that's just it. Haircuts.
That's your therapy, though, you would think, right?
No, I have a therapist. I just like
self-care.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like my hair, you know. The older I get, the less I want. Huh?
You wear a wave cap to bed?
Sometimes.
I miss those days. It didn't work for me.
You know,
I wore it.
Having long hair now, I have to start wearing something because my hair be in like 9 different directions.
Like,
are you letting it grow?
Shit.
I mean, so this is normally the time of the year I start letting it grow. The beard is getting long. But it's like everywhere now. So I definitely I need to trim it down. They kind of shape it a little bit because it's just everywhere. But yeah, I normally start letting it grow up until about February, March.
Mm-hmm.
And then cut it off again.
Must be nice.
He said,
just is what it is. It's the cycle.
I got beers and shit.
You know, it's just,
but ain't label, man.
Finally connecting over here. Finally, just took about 34 years, but I mean, hey, we're finally here.
There we go.
Damn.
There we go. See, that was
Cool.
good. Pull all that out.
Now I'm very uncomfortable. Now
What shampoo do you use, man? Like you like
so
conditioning and stuff.
So no, I have white people scalp. So I have to use Head and Shoulders because otherwise I will have horrible dandruff. I've tried a number of different products. I've tried all the different like conditioners and shampoos and all that stuff. At the end of the day, I just have dandruff. It is what it is. It doesn't matter what I use to condition my scalp. I've done like the medicated shit. I've done all of it. Head and Shoulders is the only one that keeps me from having dandruff. Now I do use a foaming not a conditioner, but it's like I forget what it's called. But it's like a foaming like argan oil thing that I put in my hair to keep it from like getting real frizzy and like weird.
Mousse.
It keeps it from getting tangled.
I was going to say that mousse, basically.
It's not a mousse. It's not a mousse. My barber put me onto it because we use it for my son's hair when he was growing his hair out, and he kind of wanted like the little like the fro where you use the sponge on it. That's what he wanted, so he used that for his head. It also just works really good for mine too. But yeah, it ain't nothing special. I've tried. I've tried. It's honestly, if I could trade my hair, I would. A line that don't last. Hair that isn't this complicated. My hair curls in like 5 different directions. I can't just go to a barber and get a haircut. I can't be like, I need.
Go ahead. You're pretty.
I was like, I just can't go to a barber and get like a standard haircut. There is no standard haircut.
It's so hard being beautiful.
Right. This, people talk about like good hair. Nah, cuz this ain't good hair. This is a pain in the ass.
So you can't like get your hair cut like low, like to like just low. You can't get like that. That's too low for you.
Yeah, but because I know I absolutely can't, but because my hair, the texture of my hair is different than obviously the texture of Justin's. When you
What
go
you
to a
saying,
black
bro?
barber,
What you
huh?
saying? What's wrong with the texture
Your
of my
hair
hair?
texture, one, nothing's absolutely wrong with it. It's
He's
actually
saying I
easier
have
to work with mine.
horse hair. And your hair is a lot easier to cut too. Like
Yeah, like you can do scissors and all that shit, but my hair doesn't hold a lining. If I go to sleep, my hair is gonna be like pushed in all one direction. Yeah, it's all kinds of shit. So
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. It's easy for me to just shave it
it's,
off, save my money.
yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's one thing I'll never do.
What's
what?
that?
Look, I'll shave it off. Look, unless I'm for real going bald, cause it ain't going nowhere.
Even like if you was going bald with the sides, you still
I
keep
Oh
can't
your
even
hell
see
no,
you
not
bald
if
either.
you
no.
wouldn't
If
keep the
not if that,
sides.
no. If I'm going, if I'm
George
like for real
Jefferson.
going bald, nah, it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like my dad is 60, 64. He'll be 64 this year, and
Mm-hmm.
he still got a head full of hair.
Yeah, I don't know
Once I
what's
get to
going on.
that point where I'm like retired and I ain't working no more, though, I'm just, I might get a little lineup. That's it. It's just gonna be there. And then I'm already got all the grays in the beard and everything, all starting to be all salt and pepper and shit. I got grays in the front now. I'm gonna embrace it.
Have you thought about like dyeing your beard?
No,
I
not at
thought
all,
about
not once.
it, like
I
briefly.
mean, I embrace the gray hair. I think it's cool. It's a sign of age and maturity.
Mm-hmm.
I worked very hard to get these gray hairs. You know, this ain't just something I'm doing as a style. I lived through a lot to get there.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna embrace it for what it is.
Yeah, I want to go like all frosty with the waves when I'm of age, of
See,
course.
bro, that would.
Of age? What
Hey,
do we
bro,
consider
that.
of age?
Like whenever it arrives. I mean, I'm probably not gonna get gray hair for a long time. So
You look like that too.
I only had one gray hair, and it was in my nostril, and it came right out. Didn't come
And
back.
nostril, interesting. I've never heard that before.
Yep.
I got like a patch of them like right here in the front, so I can see it's like gonna spread out from here. So,
Mm.
and then I got some on the side on this side of my beard and in the front too. So,
Marlon already there.
Unfortunately, that's something like my sideburns, like random spots. I could pull them out, but I just choose not to. I'm like, you know what?
I'll call you Moses, bro.
it don't make no sense to, dog. Just embrace it.
Moses.
Just embrace it for what it is.
It took me a while to accept it. It took me a while, but
Dog, it's a legit sign of getting older.
He like one of them young old guys in like the 70s. Remember, like guys would be like 28 or 29 years old, but they look 57.
Like, you done lived a lot. You done been through some things, bro. God damn.
But I look young though. Like I don't look my age. I get that a lot. That's my saving grace.
Like, what people think? Who do people think you are, age wise?
Like,
you still get called at the movies?
No, not that good.
It's the
But
beard.
like mid-20s for the most part. Like mid-20s. Like the older I've gotten, been like 30. No, 35. Like 35. I'm like, yeah. So locked on crack.
Yeah, I told somebody my age at work the other day. Cuz hit me with the Kevin Hart damn when he was talking to Don Cheadle. Cuz hit me up, say, all right, now I gotta beat your ass. I was like, yeah, 37. He said, damn. Like, oh, all right, this is what we're gonna do today. We are choosing violence.
You definitely chose violence, and that, yeah, definitely did.
Yep.
Sorry to hear that, bro. But yeah, we getting old. It's cool.
I mean, it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Do you miss anything about like your early 20s besides the obvious answer like responsibility? Like, what do you miss?
Man, like you asking him that like it was like back in the 80s or some shit.
I mean, early 2000s.
Dog, it felt like it, dog. The early 20s. Like I'm,
like 2010,
retrospect,
huh?
I'm 37.
Damn.
You know. Y'all ain't shit.
That was 14 years ago. Yeah. 2010. That's 14 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
You know, I miss things not being as expensive as they are now. That's what I
Oh,
miss.
Yeah, we were
Like
talking about
real
groceries.
talk, you know. I mean, there's not too much I would trade. But you know, early 20s, I remember having a 2-bedroom apartment for like $500.
mm-hmm.
You know, living room, dining room, kitchen, you know, 2 full bedrooms, double bathroom, 500, like 550 or whatever it was. Like, yeah, that
Okay,
was fine.
so for Justin, for you, you stayed in the Harahan apartment. So how much you paid a month for that?
I stayed in the Harahan. Well, my first apartment was in the east
Mm-hmm.
at the Cove, and we had a 2-bedroom. I'm sorry, we had a 3-bedroom apartment, 2 bathrooms for $550 a month. Yep.
So I
And I
wonder
got to move that room for $500.
month
Full 75.
for 3 bedrooms.
I was
No, when we moved out of the 3-bedroom and I went to a 1-bedroom, it was $475. And I remember I moved out of there because they raised the rent to $500, and I was pissed off.
about $25.
Like Martin said, man, can't pay the $5. I refuse to pay the $5.
Bro, that shit crazy. So I'm wondering now how much the apartments in the East cost now, even for a 2-bedroom. Not only a 3-bedroom.
a 1-bedroom run you about $1,000.
In the East, yeah.
Because I looked at before I moved into the apartment I'm in now, I looked at the East because they had just opened up a high rise on Chef. I had looked at the Arbors. I looked at like the Arbors was like the cheapest, but it's a fight to get in there. They waiting list super long. Like you could get a 1-bedroom for like 700, but they got a stupid long waiting list. But with the Arbors, you got to pay all your utilities and stuff. I wasn't trying to do all that. So the high rise was expensive as hell. I was like, y'all right by all the prostitutes. I'm not paying y'all the money y'all asking.
Yeah, kind of
Motherfuckers,
back.
catalytic converters was getting stolen out their car. I mean, like literally, I went to go see the
What part of town was
high
it?
rise. Dog, this was last year
No, I'm saying what part of town?
in the east on Shelf, right by the bridge where a U-Haul is, where the track at. All the
Oh
prostitutes.
yeah. Damn.
So I went
hell
looking
no.
at them.
Hell no.
Oh, dog. Because I was like,
sir.
because look, real talk. I went over there because they had Fire Fitness Center. They was like, oh, we got gated access, 24/7 security, and it was brand new, all new finishings, all new everything. So I was like, I'm gonna go check that out and see what they're talking about because their prices wasn't listed online. So I did the little tour and everything. It was nice. You know, nice, you know, the faux granite countertop, stainless steel appliances, you know, balcony, you know, nice setup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they wanted it was $1,000 for the 1-bedroom, plus a parking fee if you wanted gated parking, plus like a water fee. Like I mean, by the time you're done, you're paying $1,300-$1,400. I was like, dog, not by the prostitutes. And then like I talked to this one chick who lived there. She was like, she wasn't even from Louisiana. She was like, yeah, I moved here. I thought it was super nice. And then I was here like 2 weeks and somebody cut the catalytic converter off my car.
Okay then.
So that's why I took my ass to Metairie.
That's where we are now, right? That's where we are.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's where we at, dog.
Because last week, my mom's friend was in town from Atlanta, and they grew up in Gentilly, and we passed by like that area for Mother's Day. And I kid you not, he was telling me that they paid maybe like 20 grand for their house, and like but now it's like crazy. I don't know the exact prices now, but it's like at least $200,000. It's like a 1-story house. I'm like, this is wow how times have changed. Like I remember growing up in Gentilly, my dad was sole provider of our family. You can live in a house one income. That was it. You was okay.
Mhm.
Now, not so much.
Yeah. Yep.
It's sad, bro. It's so sad.
Everything's so
I
I
mean,
can't buy groceries, can't do nothing like extracurricular. You gotta really plan for shit. No going
mhm.
out to eat every week.
No
You know,
spontaneous shit, bro.
Applebee's high now.
He said how would be as high. I think I saw something on
Is
the
it?
news was like to live like comfortably in New Orleans, like it make 190,000 like
Gotta
income
Mhm.
be gotta be after taxes.
Yeah,
to
no,
live
like post
to live
tax. You can't.
comfortably.
If
Which is,
To live comfortably, you'd have to make at least
yeah,
190,000.
can't be talking about before taxes because no.
You know how crazy that is? 190,000, man.
mhm. That's the world we live in, and it's only getting worse.
Yep,
I
everything's
mean,
way wages.
I
Wait.
paid between yesterday and today. I've been to the grocery store twice. Just I made one list, got that list, made the other list. I was like, all right, let me go and get this stuff. Spent like 250.
Mm-hmm.
Just me.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
Just me. Not even for the kids because they're gonna be here in 2 weeks.
So stack them now, brother.
No, that's I mean, yeah, dog. That's what I'm doing. Like just I bought a lot of stuff I can cook, but at the same time I know them. They're gonna be trying to put it in the microwave or the air fryer. Cool.
So speaking of money, why in the hell we spend $20 million on a damn bridge for lights? Any
Super
answer?
Bowl, baby.
So for one day, well, even for a weekend, I guess. For a weekend, I
It's,
guess.
so put it in perspective. I'll be devil's advocate for a second. Mardi Gras and a Super Bowl are within a month of each other. So you're gonna have the bridge and the Superdome lit up. So visually, it's gonna be a thing. And then you also gotta think the World War II museum be lit up too.
Yeah, it is.
And
Right.
Super Bowl.
So it's gonna be like that whole little like corridor just lit up. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of other things we could have did for $20 million.
Our school system, the streets. I mean, I don't know. It just
I'm just ready for them to get it over with so we can get rid of some of this traffic.
oh, you're right about that. So when
It's
is the
tough.
completion supposed to happen? Like when's it supposed to be done? Dave gave like a estimate for that.
I have no idea.
If it's done before the Super Bowl, I'd be surprised.
If it lasts until the Super Bowl, yes. Like, ain't no way, man.
That's February, so we are
It's a
in May.
long time.
That's
I
And it's
saw
been
I
up
saw an article talking about they may bring tolls back.
tolls for what?
ain't about that.
Because it ain't about that.
Nah, yeah, I was in that meeting when they talked about the tolls, and that's not happening. Jefferson Parish, they're gonna fight against that. It'd
So
be
why?
great for Orleans Parish, but Jefferson Parish folks.
So why was it brought up though?
Oh, you have people who were driving into Orleans Parish, making money in Orleans Parish, and taking their money back to Jefferson Parish.
Mhm.
And Orleans Parish wasn't, getting that money, so that's why they had the tolls there. It's part of the reason. The other part is like the cops and the maintenance and upkeep of the bridge and stuff like that.
Okay.
But the argument was, we're working in Orleans Parish, or you have folks coming into Orleans Parish and taking the money back to Jefferson Parish, and Orleans Parish isn't reaping that benefit.
I got you.
Yeah.
So as of right now, is that in the voting process or is that like
No, this got settled like in 2011, 2012 or something like that. Long time ago.
yeah, I remember I even had a toll tag on my car. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I haven't heard anything about them bringing it back. I mean, if they do, I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised.
I think it's like $1 Across the bridge for I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it was like $1.50, $1.75 at one point. Like I think that was the highest it ever got to. Like one
Yeah, I
way.
think so too. Yeah.
Like if you had the little pass, it was what, $20 a month?
Yep, I had that
Yeah.
pass.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
it
I
was.
forgot about that shit.
I remember that bit because I remember like it was going to the West Bank when we had to go down the road to visit my people. You always had that money to cross the toll coming back, or you had to go like through Jefferson to cross the Hewitt
Mm-hmm.
P. And ain't nobody
Oh,
want to cross that Hewitt P. And then you got the toll going on the causeway coming back from there too. So it was like
that's
whenever I visited family, one way or another, I was paying a toll.
What I didn't really understand was you only had the tolls on the West Bank, nothing on the East Bank, which was kind of interesting.
I always took it as, you know, the people that live on the West Bank side that work in the city, they're
Mm-hmm.
coming that way.
Yeah,
So it's
but I
like
mean, you
if the
can bypass
argument
it.
is,
You can go over Huey P and bypass the whole toll.
yeah, but most people ain't want to do that.
that's a longer way though, like going that way. You know.
I mean, you hit Huey P, come down. Was that Clearview?
No,
Yeah.
that's Westwego, right? If you
No,
take
it's
UP,
Clearview.
it's about
Come
like
down.
coming to
Well,
West
no,
Bank or leaving.
You're on Clearview, and then if you take Clearview and you go to Earhart, you're gonna be right in the middle of the city within 10 minutes.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I just never understood the logic of having the tolls on one side as opposed to the other side.
Oh
But
no, I agree.
shit, you gotta pay to get into Mandeville, and you gotta pay to leave that motherfucker.
Basically.
You don't gotta pay.
Now,
Yeah, you just gotta pay to leave.
right, apparently, yeah. So how is it that we got rid
Right.
of tolls but not Mandeville? Why they still have tolls?
Different parish government, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it works for them. Nobody's complaining
Oh
about
yeah.
it. Roll with it.
Yep,
That's
Because
crazy
as
though.
many people cross that causeway every day,
it's a lot, man.
I mean
That
that's
bridge
just a
is
long
24 miles
drive
long.
to begin with.
How many miles is it?
24.
24. Yeah.
24.
It's the longest continuous bridge over water in the world.
Bruh. I remember when I first started truck driving and I was training and I drove that thing. I was scared as fuck. I was terrified. I'm like, this is too much water. It's just too long. Man, like,
How often do you drive over there?
never.
Oh, never.
I was on
Okay.
trains. The guy I was training with, his area was Mandeville.
Mm.
And one day I trained with him. I had to go out there.
Yeah, that bridge it's just too narrow for me. I get nervous. I've
At
only driven over
night
it twice.
too, at night.
Yeah, I've never gone over at nighttime or early in the morning where there's like a bunch of fog.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. I'll just drive around.
Try the longer way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take the east.
Yep.
Oh, the
Speed
east
on.
way. The east way.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, driving in the East Nine is like a damn Indy 500, man. I
I
forgot
hate when you come around that
Right.
chef exit before you hit that crowder, they be flying.
Flying.
Is that because there's a lack of a police presence there? They do what they want.
I don't know. I don't live out there. I just know people be flying. They be speeding. But then I hear a lot like people get tickets over there, like around Reed exit and stuff. They always have a
Police
ticket.
be on that bridge. I'll say that. Once you get around that crowder exit, NOPD be out there on the slick. I've seen them.
Like Jay said, I don't know. Just kind of curious because when I have been there a couple of times, I count on one hand seeing police officers over there. Like it's not very often. So that's why people just be flying. Like, nobody's around to check me, so I'm just keep on driving.
I mean, I know just driving Lyft, like people who run lights out there, people do all of that. I'm like, cool. I'm not gonna do it. It ain't gonna be me.
You ever thought about it?
What?
Running the
Running
light?
lights? I mean, yeah, no, I've
yeah.
absolutely thought about it. I have absolutely thought about it.
Yeah.
It just,
I mean, if there's
it
nobody
wasn't
around,
something. Yeah,
I definitely
I mean,
run.
nobody's there.
I run red lights in the morning. I do. No lie.
I
It's like,
mean, you be
I
like
don't.
at the crack of
it's
freaking
like
dawn.
4:30 in the morning. There's like no. I mean, I be come to red light. Any
I
cars
mean,
around
I
me?
say that it's also depend on the area too. Because if
Yeah.
I'm in the east at 1 o'clock in the morning, cuz you better believe I ain't about to stay at that light. I'm gonna
See,
give you
stop
about I'm
with
gonna
this
give you
shit.
about 7 seconds. That light don't change, it's probably gonna roll.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't about to be on the news. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
The
bro.
only thing I'm gonna be on the news for is actually running somebody down.
You wouldn't do that.
But
If it came to it,
if it's between me and them, cuz you better believe it's gonna be them.
now would you run over somebody and keep going, or would you run over, back up, run over them again, and then call the police?
Nah, bro. So first off, I ain't about to back up. That's evidence. Well, I'm gonna get somewhere safe. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna call 911. Be like, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I just popped somebody. I'm moving. Look, I'm gonna pull over right here so y'all can
You can
get
take the
here.
pull over.
Huh?
They're gonna take the pull over.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. I'm gonna pull over somewhere they got lights that I ain't about to get popped.
Power to you, brother.
It's like some
Look,
horror
they'll
movie
catch.
shit.
Look facts because they'll catch me on the other side of the Chef Bridge.
Like Michael Myers. I always wonder why he couldn't die. You know?
White privilege.
Oh
What?
no, man. No, but for real. Y'all watch the Halloween movies?
I watched a couple.
Yeah,
Like,
I watched all of them. I love them. It's
it's-
just like, why did he not die?
I
Like, what is he
forget
made
they
of?
said it at one point.
No, he got what? Something happened to him when he was a kid.
Didn't they drown in
Yeah.
the pool, the lake, or something like that?
He wound up. That's Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, so you got it. They got two
Yeah, my bad.
murderers with white privilege that don't die.
So
You
it's
got
Freddy.
Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. Nah,
So why
Freddy died. Freddie
Freddy's in
was
your
a
dream.
pedophile. They killed Freddie. Freddie came back because he liked kids that much. He was like, did it. So
You're like R. Kelly. Stop that. Go ahead.
you're right. My
Mm-mm.
bad. My bad.
Mm-mm.
Wrong artist.
You're right. It's very confusing nowadays. All these artists with all these charges. But yeah, nah, I don't remember why Michael Myers just wouldn't die.
The thing I never got was you see him coming down the street. Why not just run? Everybody trips and falls, and then when they trip and fall, he's like right there. He's a slow walker, but then he's like right there. There's a lot of holes in the story that I just didn't understand.
Oh yeah.
And they'll run, they'll
I
fall.
feel like
oh my God, help me.
Like how you fall, you running on go ahead.
No, he's a metaphor for persistence. I mean,
Yeah, true. But like you running on a sidewalk and then you trip, fall, and now your kneecap is busted and your bone is coming out your leg. Like how did that happen from that type of fall? Something is a little.
That's bad. That's bad
writing.
Bad script writing.
Was it? I don't remember if it was Michael Myers or Jason, where the black dude tried to run a fade with him.
Oh,
it's probably Jason. I don't remember any black people in the.
Okay, yeah, probably Jason. And like they were on top of a building, and he was chasing the black dude. And the black dude said, "Cool, I'm gonna square up."
I think that was
Jason. And then he got killed and thrown off a building. But
that was Jason. I think it was Jason. He was the second one. How many movies did he have in Jason? Like 3 or 4 or 5?
They both got like a dozen.
Yeah, I mean nothing is as dumb as
Michael Myers.
No, Pennywise, man. Like if a motherfucker is in a catch basin telling me, "Hey, look here," I'm just gonna keep walking.
Say, bro.
I'm not about to go down there. Like,
I'm not about to listen to
Oh,
no
nothing.
strange white
You still
man
keep
in a
going.
sewer, dog.
Yeah, look
Like,
down.
I am not, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Jason and Chucky are very close 1 and 2 as far as that goes. Cause I ain't about to let no doll.
I used to be afraid
Like,
of Chucky.
punk me. Huh?
I used to be afraid of Chucky when I was little.
Shit, I was too.
Like terrified.
I have
I
never watched
had a,
any Chucky movies. I did not watch a single one, and I don't plan on watching any of them. I'm terrified as well. Not doing
They
it
got
for
a whole
myself.
series now. I ain't never watched it, nor do I have any intention to. But they
Is it
had. I
called
had
the
a.
Seat of Chucky? That's what it's called, something like that. Like the Seat of Chucky.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
No, that was the Chucky movie.
Right. Okay.
But they have a series for Chucky now on like sci-fi or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool on all of it. I was just like, how you let a oversized action figure murder you?
Nah, I was kind of intrigued though by the what's it called, the Paranormal Activity movies. Those were kind of
I watched all of those
funny,
too.
but it wasn't like scary. It was a little scary, but I could tolerate that.
Yeah.
Oh, the found footage
No,
movies, yeah.
I couldn't tolerate that shit because I don't like shit I can't see.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like if you at your house right now and the fucking door closed, I'm going out the window. At the house. It's yours. I don't want to pay the mortgage anyway. It's yours. Have fun.
I mean,
We're gonna go ahead and, look, I'm gonna leave the paperwork right here. You go ahead and handle that.
Right. Here's the deed. It's yours.
Was the D going inside? It's all right to see you.
Yeah, that's like Blair Witch.
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Never was watching any of those either.
The camera.
I mean, I would never find myself in the position to be in that position.
In the middle of the woods, afraid.
Yeah. I am many things, but I am not that white.
Terrible.
It's 50%.
Say, dog, I don't even know what it is. I thought about doing the ancestry thing, and I feel like they're gonna send it back and be like, we ain't got time for this. So, I just would, it's like, oh, we going out into the woods to go camping. All right. Yeah, these woods might be haunted. No.
It might be haunted.
Yeah, see, the minute you say might, that's a definitive no for me.
The only I watch a lot of horror films. I don't know. This is my thing. Only thing that kind of creeped me out outside of Chucky, which I was creeped out as a kid, was like the Annabelle movies.
Mm-hmm.
That whole little franchise, got the Nun.
Oh yeah, the Nun, Annabelle.
That shit. And because I feel like items can actually be haunted.
Oh man.
And Insidious. Insidious
haunting. Was that a thing?
Which one?
The haunting?
The Haunting?
Yeah.
I don't know if
they had a lot of those. You got to be specific.
Right.
I'm just looking at something now, like the Hill House. What else?
I mean, for me, it was Skeleton Key. Because that was in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Insidious also was
Insidious.
Because it's like the way they shot the movie, you got all these spirits that's like right next to you and you can't freaking see them. That shit creeped me out.
What about It? Never saw It.
Man, with Pennywise?
I guess I don't know. I don't watch.
Yeah, I'm not talking to nobody in the catch basin, bro.
Yeah, no. I mean, so bro, that's so funny. Well, so his thing is, I saw the originals with Tim Curry as a child, and Tim Curry was genuinely terrifying.
He looks
genuinely terrifying. Like he
brought
that character to life in ways I would never want you to bring that character to life. And then the newer ones, I forget was Bill Skarsgård or Alexander Skarsgård, one of the Skarsgård brothers. Um, yeah, he did his thing too. I mean, but yeah, one, you're not about to catch me in no basin, in no drain. I mean, here's the thing though, it wouldn't happen in the city because they'd be stopped up anyway. Cause would drown.
There you go.
Like all the drains are stopped up anyway. You ain't about to get nobody in no drain.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else.
I mean, and then like, oh, we're supposed to be scared of a dancing clown. I'm just gonna think you do meth, and I'm gonna go the other direction. Like you're a rock kid. As far as I'm concerned, you're a rock kid.
Kids. That's how he got his victim. He went after.
Well, yeah, he fuck with kids.
As an adult, you're not
much like R. Kelly. So
stop.
I'm just saying, it is what it is. There's a pattern here.
Clearly, that's what you're doing. My God.
Marcus Houston, was this Pennywise?
What? Never mind.
Oh,
we ain't going there. So NBA Western Conference semifinals. Who y'all got tonight?
Who plays tonight?
You got New York and Indiana, and I think you have the Nuggets and the T-Wolves.
Oh, yes. Okay. I want to see the Timberwolves. I like Anthony Edwards. Like I knew he was good, but kind of watched him like this playoffs. Like he's a whole different level. So I want to see him win definitely. Would they win though? I don't know because the Nuggets are real battle tested. So is it at Denver? I assume, or is it at Minnesota?
Denver. I mean, they beat the sleeves off from last time, so I don't really understand how this stuff works. Because both times, Denver lost twice at home, Minnesota lost twice at home.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't think the home court advantage stuff even matter. But
so
Dallas won last time.
Do you think this NBA playoffs is scripted? Because at this point, I don't think it is because it's like a bunch of teams that nobody's really,
No, I don't think it's scripted. I just think that the outcomes of the game are predictable.
So you surprised when the Mavericks won last night?
No, because
surprised.
they were already up in the series, and that's wisdom. You got Oklahoma is a young team. That first time with that group making it that far, next year they might go to the finals.
You just might.
But Dallas, that's
I mean, because you got Kyrie who got all the experience. You got Luka, he is a champion. You got Luka, who's a transformational player. You got a great team around him. They hit a bunch of great shots. I mean, they had a lot of their role players really step up too at the end of the game. Because it wasn't Luka and Kyrie hitting them shots like that. Like they hit shots to get them there, but it was the other people on the team that really helped close that game out.
Right. I've been watching the WNBA, if I'm being honest. I've been watching the WNBA.
I used to watch some of those games. So how's I've seen, I follow a group on Facebook, Sports Debaters, and they are not fans of Caitlin Clark because she's been like struggling like lately, which is I think it's kind of.
You should tell him to F off.
I don't really comment too much. I just look at it and okay. It's trolling anyway, so I was just kind of.
They need to F off, man. I mean, she literally just left college 2 months ago. 2 months ago, she was playing college basketball.
Yeah.
Put that into perspective. She's in the pros. So she's not going to get it that fast. I mean, the women in the NBA are more mature in their bodies. They're like longer, taller, bigger, stronger. She just got out of college. She has to learn the tempo of the game. So, I mean, give her if she's that good in college, by this time next year, she's going to be killing everybody. They're going to be able to stop her. Once she get her timing down on her passes, understanding how fast they play in the WNBA, and stop making like little small silly mistakes, she'll be all right. Settle down on her shots, she'll be fine.
And how has Andrew looked to you so far?
She's been very consistent. She almost got a double double last night. Um, they have a good coach in Chicago. Indiana, the team itself isn't that good, which is why they went first. So I mean, it's gonna take them a little while.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Caitlin Clark starting, but I get it. You got to sell tickets. But I mean, if they really want to maximize her potential, she should be coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, to that point, it makes sense to start her. Like you said, to sell tickets, and she was the first overall pick in the draft. Like for the most part, in any sports, you're gonna play them. Like you kind of have to in a way. Like your hands kind of tied.
I mean, I'm not an executive, but if I was the executive,
Caitlin Clark's
I would
averaging 17-5 right now.
Is she? She only played 3 games. She scored 20 last night. Two.
That's what I average right now after 3 games. 17-5. 9, she had 20 one night, and then but yeah, her average right now is 17-5. So, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she's like,
it's not like she's just
not
not.
average.
Yeah, I see a lot of turnovers. I've kind of seen
a lot of turnovers.
I like that part, like 8 a game, something like that.
Like if she came off the bench, like as the 6th person, and she's in there with the 2nd string, she will kill the 2nd string on any team. So like really let her get that little player development. Like let her sit for the first 5 minutes. Let her get that player development coming off the bench. I'm telling you, by this time next year, she's gonna kill. I just don't want her to get hurt.
Yeah, so she averages. Yeah, she averages 7 turnovers a game, and points. She's 17. It is a lot, but she's 17, 4, and 5 are what she's averaging right now. 17.4 rebounds, 5 assists with 7 turnovers.
On what percentage of shots? Because she misses a lot. Also, she misses a lot of shots. Also,
she's shooting 40% and 32 from 3.
So with Indiana, is there like a primary scorer besides her?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't watch. I'm just kind of curious. This is if you're many shots. She's a scorer. Yeah, I definitely watch more WNBA games, man. Just kind of.
It's very competitive, man. I got into a whole debate the other night about like women basketball players and men basketball players, and how I felt that women basketball players have more of a pure shot percentage because that's what their game is modeled around. And I was shot down by saying women can't play in the NBA. And I just kept saying it's not about the physical aspect, because physically, yes, men are going to dominate women in basketball. But if somebody at a line and they shoot, I feel like the women are going to have a higher percentage of shots made. And then it was like, oh, the ball size and the rim size is like the ball is smaller, so it's easier to shoot. It was going back and forth. And I was saying, if you look at it from the aspect of hand size, it's even. Men have bigger hands, bigger ball. Women have smaller hands, smaller ball. It's even. So it's a lot. But shout out to the women.
And so the top person on the Fever would be Leah Boston.
Didn't she go to Carolina?
Leah Boston would be South Carolina. Yep.
Yeah.
Number 1 pick last year.
Oh, yeah, she won Rookie of the Year. She's been struggling lately, though. She's been struggling a lot. They just gotta get there. They gotta gel as a team. Man.
Yeah,
like from one team, they just have to gel.
Yeah,
I gotta watch more.
They're trying to put it together because she's averaging 9 and 7 right now, where she averaged 14 and 8 last year.
Okay.
Smart, man.
But some of that is also, the offense shifting a little bit towards Caitlin Clark.
Poor Caitlyn. Poor Caitlyn.
She'll be all right.
Yeah. But as far as
I mean, yeah, she has the.
She has to what?
Well,
Martin?
she has the skills to be successful. You know,
Let's see, WNBA.
she has the skill set to be successful as the person who stretches the floor. And when you have a center like Aaliyah Boston who can bang inside, I mean, they can honestly, ideally, they could do a lot like Kobe and Shaq did.
Mm-hmm. Bruh, I'm still kind of shocked about Kobe.
Because you got a big time athletic forward center.
Martin, your internet's trash, bro.
You know, how many years has it been now?
You got a tape delay.
Yeah, you got definitely a delay, but it's all good. Oh, somebody's up. Oh shit. Okay. No.
All right. Well,
wait.
missed our last week, fellas.
Well,
you coming down?
The prince has awoken.
awaken.
Awaken? What I said?
Like that. Before we wrap up, though, I say again on the podcast.
All right, fellas. Well, look, I appreciate it. It's been real. It's been fun.
Wait. Before you wrap up, Martin, I say
Look,
again.
it's a tape delay, dog. It's a tape delay.
It's like 30 seconds.
Fix it, Jesus.
God,
Anyway.
wow.
All right.
Wow.
But anyway, before we sign off, I want to say congrats again to our brother.
Fix it, Wi-Fi. Fix it.
He was. Oh my god. I'm gonna edit this out. I have to figure it out. All right. I'll say it again for the umpteenth time. Congrats to our brother Justin Hawkins. He promoted to chief of staff. Well deserved. So.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go, chief of staff.
Chief of staff. I know it's been something been in the works for a long time, but it's finally happened to you. So definitely want to give you your flowers, brother.
Thank you, man.
You're proud of you, man.
The first black chief of staff.
The first, yes, the first.
PA.
RST. Insider.
Cug gonna be in the history book when they talk about New Orleans history.
Yep. Think about Mayor Nagin. You got
That's messy.
I'm trying to be nice. Like Mayor Nagin, and you got TD, Justin Hawkins. Let's go.
Ray Nagin wasn't the first black mayor, bro.
Well, I mean, like just his whole scandal. My bad, excuse me. Like, sorry about that. I'll add that out too.
Damn, why we gotta talk about Nagin's scandal, bruh?
Man, I saw him at matter of fact. I saw him at
Marlon, go ahead and close it out with the tape delay. Go ahead and close it out. Dog.
Shit fun.
It's been a lovely episode with you, gentlemen. Thank you guys again for listening to us and supporting us. Like, subscribe, follow, and make sure you follow our YouTube channel because now we're on YouTube now. We're trying to get the thing growing. So thank y'all for supporting, and y'all see y'all next week. Peace out.